The storefront is closed firm with a metal shutter. Plant life sprouts from cracks in the brickwork, growing over the aluminium. It must not have been open for some time. You lift the shutter gently. It resists. Locked. Carl was here. M plus Y. Huh. Unstoppable trade forever. Marito is a dog rapist. You turn away from... The Guardia Municipal officer is intensely scratching at his neck. As you approach, he wipes his... The folks who guard property rights are not worthy of answers. A smeared pattern with streaked edges. You can rule out natural irritants. Common bore deterrents. Loud noises and strong smells, such as predator urine, placed in strategic locations. A smeared pattern with streaked edges. Common bore deterrent. The way he intones the word mother suggests a primitive monotheism. Must find Borsen. Animal rival. on. A tinge of affection. But not dead, he reckons. A single data point is noise, but more could suggest a pattern. The largest corporate entity in Portofiro, a monopoly over the city's Hard to argue with a non-existent point. As you step away, an assortment of cargo crates sits in waiting. Machine printed, crisp and official. They all bear the same logo. Tiny gold dots in a shipment with last week's date from the Luz. The illuminate. A maze of hastily drawn letters and numbers stands in contrast to the printed labels above. One of them has been slit open. Two. These crates here aren't exactly state secrets. Anyone with a keen eye and nimble fingers could do it. Around you, dockwork. The paper feels luxurious under your fingers and sticks to you. You approach the steel door. Faint oxidation halo. No response. There's still no response. There's still no There's still no response. It's locked. Still locked. Try one of the many doors that are not locked. You step back from... Canned beverages are lined up like brightly coloured soldiers, neatly regimented behind coiled springs. The refreshments remain door... The gate is bound to the pole by a thin steel chain. The gap between leaves little rust speckled. A system compromised at the subatomic level. You push the gate. We're gonna need tools for this. The man doesn't react or turn as you approach.
I saw you by the fire exit.
His tone, one step short of accusatory.
You considered the pelota ball. You know it doesn't belong there, but you left it all the same. Very difficult to watch. When faced with the sensible words of a well-designed regulation and the superstitious mutterings of your own mind, you choose the latter. Ah, well. Still, you've come a long way. Fortunately, the view just about compensates. I'm being punished. My employer has placed me in an impossible position. I'm a safety inspector, watching the lines. As you might have noticed, this pylon is under construction, technically. Precisely. That's because this line, line 9, will never be finished. Then they would be waiting a very long time. Where to start? This pylon's angle deviated more than expected as the concrete set. Hazardous near water. Shouldn't have skimped on materials. Then there are the clearance issues. The party alley rooftops are higher than the building department's official records. Since the last round of enter stabilization, they've been trying to force us lifers out. We can be fired, not easily, but they can take away the work that made us stay in the first place. I have two options. I could falsify my reports and declare Line 9 safe for construction anyway, or I could quit. Either way, the company can lose. Such a thought would never even occur to me, or any safety inspector, really. Fortunately, this spot lends itself to reflection. Contemplating my punishment helped me see how to live with it. What else is left to do? You know, the view's not mine, just in case. I'm a structural engineer. I believe in stability. What Emperor has brought isn't that. Their version of stabilization shifts the responsibility of managing entropy from the state to the individual. Human existence always carries entropy with it. That's inherent in the system. Social insurance, pensions, fair wages, these are measures against the entropy of living. They're also expensive. Such is the price for joining the developed world. There's entropy in all systems. No living thing can avoid it entirely. A friend of yours? Oh, all right. Quite a formal-looking man, yes? He was here just the other day. I assume the music vendor told you as much. Yes, they did talk. It seemed quite unpleasant. I couldn't really tell. I couldn't say. A lot of people come through here. You're welcome. Up here? You must be joking.
The man gives no indication of registering your presence as you approach. His mirrored sunglasses are turned upwards. He'll have a talk with the vendors later today. A firm one. He's genuinely perplexed. It must be slain. A jolt of fear snaps through you, but you... The brightly coloured cans seem even more the refreshments remain. The brightly coloured cans. The refreshments.
You're not Portofiron. It takes one to know one, and you're a long way from Marcia.
What happened, sugar tits? You get lost? Or are you just looking for company? Ah, come on. It's just a term of endearment.
Do it anyway. I would pay to see that. Would you pay to see that, Joe? Animals. That's how it is with most pilots, though. Here. We're all strangers in this city. Why don't you join us? We've got nothing better to do. At least until the phone hugger over there fucks off or dies. Ex-pilots. Does Joe there look like he could get anything up, let alone a plane?
Wrong. Me is a man of the skies, Blondie. I'm just between landings at the moment.
Loud Joe. He doesn't talk much. I'm Pigeon. That's Slava over there.
Slava used to be the name of a fishing port company out of the north. My main cargo for a while. Packages stunk to high hell.
Guess.
A dirty little city bird. A winged rat.
Sure, why not?
Man's got no compass. Him couldn't make it to the pier phone without using radar.
Joke's on you all anyway. I never minded Pigeon.
I did clockwork freight. Perishable goods, fruits, marrow fish, whatever spoils quick.
Military.
Sweet things got ears on her.
Loudjow was what they call a lamprey. People smuggler. Legally, yes, but all his cargo were there volunteer. Joe ran low altitudes missions, in and out. Call them whatever you want, if you say so.
Officially, we're Lusian.
We're exiles. The reunion came for us, we came here.
The reunion. Laluse's grand annexation campaign. Slow, legal, often bloody. A creeping tide reclaiming, every few years, one more of their old colonies.
If it is, I won't be around to see it. Liver's on its way out. Cancer will get me before the Lusians do. And what? Prolong the terminal phase? Yeah, brilliant idea.
Those charlatans do love a dramatic prognosis, though.
Anyway, you're the foreigner here, Mercia, so you tell us. The Lusians think they'll be here anytime soon?
Hear that? Smart and good-looking.
Either way, that's for you lot to worry about. I'm out the door.
Well, I still have my tenantry passport. Stamped and all. Could fly back. Oh, sure. And end up like Joe here? Or worse?
The techno-fascists would brand him the second he landed, and he knows it.
Tell you what, Messiah. You grease my gullet. I'll tell you some fucked up stories. I flew from Tariska, small coastal town northeast of St. Alwyn proper. Was seeing a
Light craft, single turboshaft engine and a mere 120-litre biodiesel bladder, favoured by the Answanian militia and guerrilla groups.
Lucian variant in this case, controls. A couple of days in, they started quelling the uprisings, and I'd heard enough about these things to how it was about to go down. So I hijacked her, right from the hangar. Didn't even fully remove the top.
They were going to make an example out of that city. Well, they did.
Steep climb, almost flamed out on the way up, but I rolled her clean over behind me. The city sprawled like veins in marble. Beautiful.
He edges out onto a thin sheet of memory, like a child on a frozen lake.
Luz scrambled 3 fighters, mainlanders, not locals. They didn't know the territory like I did. They tried to box me over the Viren Canyon, but I pulled a snap roll and kissed the ridges by a hair, left them twisting in their own contrails. Soon it was just me and the ocean. And then the light came. Burying bombs. Soft. Colorless at first. Then green and violet. Waves all over the shoreline and...
Painter's nightmare, etched in.
Those bombs don't leave ruins, you know. Not even craters. Just smooth flatlands covered in fine grey dust. Heh. That's what most people say. I know.
You want more stories like that, sweet cheeks? We're full of them. Wish I could say the same, sweet lips. It's got a couple things to recommend it, eh?
It's a bit shit, but it's fine.
You picture the words in bold on the cover of the world's least enthusiastic travel brochure.
Oh, you know. Got some real friendly locals. Skilled, too.
You'd be happy to live on a trash heap as long as you got to keep your phone sex, wouldn't you? Only if you're a dirty old man.
He talks as though he hasn't racked up more hours on the Miracle Line than he ever logged in flight time. Just another foreign money, man. City's been full of them lately.
Stuck-up little shit. Strolled in one evening, couple of nights back, picked up the phone and hasn't let go of it since.
Who cares, sugar? No one in a suit ever did any real work.
Come on, foreign money men in this city? Empty, obviously.
We all want our turn, sugar. He's here every damn day. Stays on the line for hours. Doesn't care one bit if anyone else has had a turn or not. Only shuffles off once the sun sets. Nothing to be jealous of. He's an empty suit. Not even the decency to be sad. Let him rot in him wealth.
He's not rich, Lava. He just works for rich people. Ignore the Mercia. They have no idea how money works.
Believe me, we've all had enough of the phone hugger.
Can't say anyone like that struck me, but a lot of...
I would say ask the Duchess herself, but she does.
From the superblock, eh? Interesting. But no,
Sure do, sweetheart. The good Dr. Hugo's on his houseboat right there. Reassuring to know that no matter how hot and heavy it gets, we're only 10 feet away from resuscitation. Please, sugar. We can't deal with any more competition.
Will you look at that?
Now where did a sweet thing like you pick that up?
You used to see a few of these floating around, but not for years. Figure it was from before that phone was permanently hooked up. It's always connected, that's what. No dialing, no choice to call anyone else. You pick up that phone over there, done. She's there.
Duchess.
Coin got stuck in there sideways. Devil knows when. Phone call's been going on ever since.
One big session, sugar. At least 5 years long and half the city wide. Duchess versus the world.
It's not just that, though. Whatever you like, whatever happens to be a thing.
A tremendous honeypot, in other words, waiting to be tapped.
Why does everything have to be about money these days? The pleasure of our...
If it is about money, it's not in any way that concerns us. Line's been free for as long as anyone can remember.
I got nothing to hide. Can't speak for Pigeon though.
I used to ask for some kinky stuff, but it's not like that anymore. Duchess and I are friends now. Talk to a person for long enough, it's inevitable you end up becoming close. Provided, of course, you don't spend all that time asking her to make animal noises. In fact, regarding Duchess, I have a favor I need someone to do for me. You don't think you could help me out, do you? I bought a gift for Duchess's kids some time ago, but I haven't been able to drag myself all the way up there. Can you give it to her for me? Oh, it's just some ridiculous wolf-related paraphernalia from some show they're obsessed with. That's exactly what it is, kid stuff. Maybe I'm just too old to get it. Thank you, Marcia. Honestly, I'm just sad I can't take it myself. Wait a minute. Here. Tell them. Grandpa Sam sent it. Remember that? Ah, it's just an inside joke we have going. A pet name, if you will. Right. You know the housing campaign? Northwest from Party Alley. She's got a houseboat in the canal up there. Should be one of the only ones in the area. Thank you, Marcia. We'll be here.
Until next time.